seconds. Okay. It is live, but just give me a moment to go live on Instagram also. Okay. Yep, we are. Yep, we are live. Okay.
So, start. Can we start?
Yes, definitely. Please start.
Anna, Ritik, Anna, start. You start first.
Okay, so I'll start. So we are here for Yashas, first of all. Those of you who don't know, Yashas Anna is like my very close friend. He's doing Padyatra for raising funds for Kaveri calling. He's doing Padyatra from Basin Kaveri to throughout the Tamil Nadu and Karnataka as well, some part of Karnataka as well.
Yeah. From Talakaveri until it reaches the sea.
Okay. So he's on 100 days of Padyatra. So that's not the first time he started it. So my impression of him, first time I saw him, it was like he was inspired by Sagar Anna's journey. He was doing from Coimbatore to Pune. He was doing cycling journey, and for a bit he stopped in Shiv Moga, and that's where these two met for the first time, I guess. And so he decided he's doing his contribution towards the save soil through cycling. What can I do? So he decided to walk barefoot throughout 1008 kilometers in the entire Karnataka region to spread awareness of the save soil movement, because our guru is said so he was like on the mission doing like 1008 kilometers. So I didn't knew this, and I saw this, like a young boy, with the turban. He was, I think that time he was 16.
No, and 18, I think. 18.
18, okay, 18 years old. And yeah, so he was doing this, and he made in such a gentle voice, and like so sweetly he spoke. And we met first time in ashram in 2023, I guess. So uh, now he started this another thing where he's as a part of contribution, he's raising funds for Kaveri Calling, which aims to plant over 2 billion trees near the Kaveri basin. So Anna, I want to know what inspired you now
What
to
inspired
go
me?
again for like a barefoot walk like
What
this.
inspired me is, Anna, actually, this time in the Mahashivratri night, Sadhguru sang that song, Kaveri Tayi, Ninna
Yes, yes,
Madila Makkalu Navu. When he was
yeah,
singing that song, the tears was coming from his eyes. So, because actually I was in a silence on that day, so I didn't know Sadhguru was crying and all those things because I didn't watch the video also because I was in the silence at Mahashivratri. And after coming back to home, I watched that shorts which was shared in the WhatsApp and all. Then I
yeah,
thought, what I'm doing, uh,
yeah,
you have the capacity to do many things, but you are just sitting still. Actually, his target is 242 crores trees, but
yeah,
just 10 crore was reached now. So I
yeah,
thought I need to do something, and then I thought Padayatra is the best way because I don't know riding the bikes or bicycles. I know only scooters and cars. So
yeah,
if I know, I would plan like from Shimoga to London. That what is my plan, but I don't know. Definitely, I will learn one day. And
yeah,
Natalie Akka is here. She is also kind of such an inspiration for me. She actually called me
yeah,
one day
yeah,
when
yeah,
I was doing this Padayatra. I finished my Padayatra and all. Suddenly, one call came from Natalie Akka. She asked me, Anna, you are doing this Padayatra and all, you just come to ashram. We want to meet you and all. She told. I think you also aware that she messaged you also as well, I think.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
then I was surprised why she is calling and all. One day I met and I touched her feet, but she didn't know that is me. And we
yeah,
all gathered on the day when meeting was happened and all. She didn't, disclose what is going to happen on Mahashivratri. She
yeah,
just kept it secret.
yeah,
So
I know.
It was all her plan actually, but she didn't told. Then you know, suddenly, but our coordinators, the Devi temple coordinators, they said they won't give even one day. Especially Mahashivratri, they won't allow us to go anywhere. So I told Natalie, Akka, please tell why are you asking us to come on Mahashivratri night to the stage. Then she told, we are planning to, come on the stage to meet Sadhguru and all. Then it was a great night. It was a great night. And later, one more padayatra I did for this one Panchabhuta temples, and after that, one more padayatra I did. Almost seven. This is my seventh padayatra. Um, it's amazing, Uh, it's kind of it's something challenging for my physical and mental. It breaks my many limitations. I just want to share. I also want to hear from you both also. What are all the challenges you faced? Because Natalie Akka kept our group name as Save Soil Challengers. So I want to know the challenges which you have faced in your journey. I just want to share a few things. Actually, I did Kashi to Bangalore Padayatra once. When I was coming from a Kashi, I was not carrying anything, any money or any dress or anything. Just I was wearing one dhoti and I was coming. And on the way, somebody observed me. I was using Google Pay and all, and I don't know Hindi. So I was speaking in English. He observed me, and in the middle of the Shivni Ghat was there. There, two people attacked me. And somehow from there, I escaped and I came to Karnataka and I did my Padayatra. I finished that one. And after this Panchabhuta temples, Panchabhuta Padayatra, I went to, it was a little funny, but it was, it gave me something deep insight. I went to this one, Triambakeshwar temple in Maharashtra. Um, there I was, outside I was doing Shakti Chalana Kriya. And in the camera, they saw me. I was, usually I wear turban and green shirt, says our t-shirt. So they thought I am a Muslim and I am doing a namaz there. Oh, so 10 policemen attacked me. Okay. What are you doing here? You just go out. And I said, I am doing yoga. And what are you saying? It's a temple. It is a temple premises. I can't do anything regarding yoga or something. It's a place where we need to do. So they didn't listen to any of my words, and they holded my hands and all. They pulled me out of the temple. Then I shouted, "If you touch my body, I will call the publics." Then they told, "No, Anna, see, listen here. We don't know whether you are Hindu or Muslims, but in the camera, it seems like you are a Muslim and doing namaz. So please don't do." Then from there, I came out. Then I was little disappointed why even in the Hindu temples they are doing all this kind of stuffs and all. Then I came out, and in the night I think around 10 o'clock, I was waiting for a bus, and some I don't know, some gay gay in the sense you understood, I think. So he attacked me. He took me to one forest. He tried to do something for me, but I opposed him. So finally he again took me back and left me where I was, and then he touched my feet and he went. Yeah. So
that was, I guess.
Yeah. Yes,
You
like this, so many incident happened in my journey. It was so, it gave me some kind of, because usually I was a so much pampered child in my childhood. They never allow me to go anywhere. They used to lock the door and they used to put me inside, and my parents used to go out. Like that I was.
Rebellion kind of
Yeah.
that go and
But after doing all this padayatra, I myself, I was not, believe I was doing all these things. It's kind of, it gave me so much confidence and strength to me. So like this, so many things happened. In front of me, the thunder hit the tree, and the tree, fall down in front of me. and a few more animals attacked me in the journey. The 10 dogs, once the 10-15 dogs attacked me in the while I was coming. Uh, I thought today is my last day. I thought like that because
Yeah,
10 dogs I can't able to handle.
one, one dog will feel that, and there were like 10 dogs.
Correct. So I thought this is my last day. I'm not going to continue from further. I thought. Then it's Sadhguru's grace. Suddenly, my this one hip bag pouch zip
Mhm,
got opened and the power bank fall down.
mhm,
So
mhm.
when it fall down, it made some sound like blasting something. So some sound came from the power bank. Suddenly, all the dogs, they ran away. It's
Okay.
it's kind of magic for me,
We need that
Suddenly
power
they
bank.
go do what, Anna?
We need that power bank.
Yes.
Actually, that power bank also fallen in, while I was coming in the train, what to say? While I was it fall out of the train and it got broken while I was
Okay.
going to Kashi.
So
So
Anna,
like
I
this,
I have a question,
yeah.
which is like, why to do barefoot? Because most of us, don't know the significance of walking barefoot. You Like,
Repeat again, Anna. I can't able to hear.
so why choosing to walk barefoot, without slippers or anything? Those of you
Okay.
don't, you walk like barefoot without any
Correct.
slippers or anything, right? Am I right?
Correct. Correct, Anna.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
actually, why I choose barefoot Padayatra,
yeah.
uh, because the people's, firstly, I was wearing turban and different kind of costumes and all because to grab the attention of the people's. They need
Okay,
to see, look at me because I was wearing the t-shirt and all. If I am going like a, casual dress, wearing a t-shirt and pant, nobody will, look at me.
right.
Firstly, to grab the attention of the public, I was used to wear the turban and I used to go without the slippers. And another thing is that I need to, know the people's what is the importance of this movement. If
Okay,
somebody is doing barefoot padayatra means then they have to understand what is the importance of it. That's why Sadhguru why he did the 30,000 kilometer bike rally from London to Coimbatore. He said actually because at that age if he was doing means because people has to know the value of it.
yeah, it's not a joyride, like
Yeah,
as
jolly ride. It's easy. He can go in the flight and conducts the event and come. But
yeah,
to know you know, people has to know what is the importance of it. That's why he did. Like that Natalie Akka, as she is also, kind of a brave woman, I don't know how to express that
I
thing.
like like
Sadhguru lifted Nataliaka, right? Something that we
yeah,
She
all
is the
want.
first, Anna, actually, my ma said,
Isn't
she
it?
is the only woman Sadhguru lifted.
Huh.
yes, and like happened like that. Like I was just watching that.
And there's an
It was
echo from you, Ritikanna. I think your mobile is on. Is it?
sorry.
Is your mobile on? There's an echo coming.
Okay.
So like this, so many things happen, and then now I am doing this Kaveri Calling Padayatra. So I request everybody who is watching the live and please contribute to my donation link. My aim is to raise 1 lakh saplings. Um, Actually, Sadhguru's goal is to reach to 242 crores trees, but only 10 crores has done now so far. So at least from my side, I am doing 1 lakh trees uh, you know fundraising campaign. So please contribute to my link. I will share it in the Vaishakana. I will share it in the chat. You can share it. No? I can't able to hear you, Anna. Vaishakana.
You
Okay.
can share it in the chat, Anna.
Okay, Anna. I will share in the chat. So please donate trees because it's a something which we need to take care of, which we need to contribute for because I was seeing while I was walking in Talakaveri and all people I was seeing the uh, people how they are struggling without the water. There was a conflict between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. It's not because they are not giving the water, or they are giving the water. It's not because of that. Because we ourselves are not having the water. If we have the water, we can easily give. So first thing is to you know make the Kaveri rejuvenate. Then all the problems will get resolved. So my request, please donate trees as many as possible. So this is from my side. I'm requesting you. I'm begging you. Please donate as many trees as possible. Thank you so much. And one more thing I
Sure.
want to share.
We'll con-
Today is our Ritikana's birthday. I want to introduce him first. Firstly, many more happy returns of the day, Anna.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Actually, Ritikana is the first one who did the cycling from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. And it's before Sadhguru did his 30,000 kilometer, uh, ride. I don't know how he got that inspiration, because we all started after Sadhguru did, but he started before Sadhguru did. Just so I want to know your story, man. Please share your story. Namaskar.
And Anna, just Sadhguru told that contribute even 2 months before in January there was this sessions called Marti Vakta where they told you like give your 15 minutes towards spreading awareness. So at that time, I was like, how can I do this? Like I want to contribute because my connection with soil was like this. You know, it felt more alive. You choosing Padyatra, there is one more aspect to it. You are barefoot, you feel more connected with the ground, with the nature, and you feel more connected. And of course you did it in like 40 degrees. That at that time you don't feel connected, you just want to go home. But I chose, I thought like a bike ride and anything, but to make it like cost effective for me and budget friendly for me, I just went on with a bicycle. That idea just came. But I was like, why wait for like 1 month or 2 month? I was just like, I was noob to the cycling. I didn't know much about cycling, anything. I just went to Kanyakumari, and something like happened for me. The member of Parliament of Kanyakumari. I got support from him. He was like present. I didn't arrange anything. It just things just happened so effortlessly. And I also want to share, while I was doing this, I started from Kanyakumari. I wasn't sure that I would be able to reach till Kashmir. So throughout the journey, the I started on 22nd Feb, and the project was launched on 1st March 2022. So I was not sure that I'll go to Coimbatore or not. And that's when Vesu Anna came in, and he just sent me the passes for Brahmaputra. He just directly sent it, and I was like wondering on my budget, like if I will be able to afford it, and how to say no to him or something. He just said, no payment, Anna. You just come. And I was like, I don't know anyone from the ashram, and I just met him once, and he just arranged the passes, and here I was. I didn't plan to go to Coimbatore, and if I didn't go to Coimbatore, I won't be able to complete my journey. It was an inspiration which Sadhguru gave me while he was launching the event there on the 1st March. So I was present, and it was because of Vesu Anna, and the grace was on him and on me that we were there. And watching that, lot of people also came in. We everyone watched Sadhguru. I watched Sadhguru, and then Sahil also saw me. Anadi also saw me. And that's how it was like a family, that we all were getting more and more ideas. Someone was climbing mountains, someone was doing paragliding. And that's how those 100 days, everyone was speaking about soil. It was just like we were like there was this story when Lord Rama was making Ram Setu. There was this small, squirrels, contributing, you know, small pebble they were giving, to make a huge bridge. So it was like this. Yashas also did Padyatra, Anna, um, Sagar Anna did, and also Natali Akka. She was, it was like, when we finished, a year after that, she had a plan to call us on the stage with Sadhguru. She didn't reveal it in the beginning. She just called, if you are available, come to ashram, which most of us was like, okay, we are going. Nothing much. It was like, meeting Natalia Akka, meeting all of these people, and it was like a family, and she was like a mother to us. She assembled all of us, and it's not easy to do that because ashram is a big place and we are at 30 different places. She managed, she assembled, and that's how we are. And Yashas, I'm saying Yashas Anna, I went to Valangiri Yatra with him, and that's how I came to know more about him. Like the way he is, the way he's doing, Yatra. That too, he did barefoot. The Valangiri Yatra also he did barefoot. And yeah, that's it. The main motivation was, like the things like happened, and it was not that we did something or Yashas did something. It was like it was meant to happen, and we were, like a medium of it. Yashas and me and everyone, we are just medium of it. And we are so fortunate that we were useful in spreading some amount of awareness. And Yashas is still doing it by planting trees. It's his goal. And yeah, we'll contribute in whichever way we can, and there are more things to do. We are assembling soon, are like the safe soil challenges Natalia Akka said, that will assemble and will keep spreading this, because this is not about us. It's about the coming generation, and what are we leaving for them. So it's my part that I'm doing it. And yes, again, back to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Anna. Actually, I just want to add one more thing. I missed to when I was saying. I heard that as Ritik Anna said, it's Alilu Seva in Mahabharata. As Sadguru, sorry, as we all know, it's kind of a squirrel came and it's just did one small stones he gave to Rama, and that is
Yeah,
what Alilu Seva and all. So I got two squirrels also now after hearing your story. When you shared that video in your Instagram, I got two
yeah.
squirrels, the
Oh,
small
oh,
squirrel.
oh.
Uh, Now I was taking care. Now I gave to one Anna. He is taking care of it. And I
Yes.
didn't add when I was speaking. Actually, what inspired me, actually, Natalia Akka made all of us to speak. What made us conscious to the point of taking this challenge. So I just want to add that point. Actually, what made me conscious to the point means, actually, I was suffering from puberphonia, which usually after 16 years, the men's will get the gent's voice, but who is suffering from the puberphonia, they will not get. It's like kind of a childish or a girlish voice, but
Yeah,
after a few days, I can't able to speak even in front of me, whoever is in front of me. It was kind of it my voice became like that. And after that, I went to so many renowned doctors and specialists, but I found no solution to my problem. Then I did this Shivanga Padayatra. Shivanga Padayatra is one of the Yashas program. I did that one. And I was in a silence for 21 days. And when I break my silence, I got my voice back. So on the same year, Sadhguru launched this Save Soil movement. So it was a wonder for me. Even doctor cannot able to heal my problem, but suddenly on the Mahashivratri night at 12 o'clock, I got my voice back, and my family, everybody became so happy. So I thought this happened because of some purpose. So I thought the Save Soil is the purpose. So then I started this 1,008-kilometer Barefoot Padayatra, then Panchabhuta Temple Padayatra, Kashi Padayatra, then Chikbalapur Padayatra, and one more Shivanga Padayatra, and this is another one Padayatra. So this incident made me to take all these steps. So now this time to Natalie Akka to share. Akka, Natalie Akka.
Can you just introduce Captain Soil just before we go to Nataliaka?
Yes, will I'm not aware of Captain Soil. Please unmute yourself. Anna. Again.
Okay.
Anna, it's Captain Anna.
Namaskaram.
Yeah.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram, Anna.
Namaskaram. Okay. My name is Merk Khalid. I am from Morocco. I live in Casablanca in Morocco.
Yeah.
I am a volunteer with Isha Yoga Center in India to support the Save Soil movement, because top scientists are saying today that desertification is growing in the world at an alarming speed. Every 5 seconds, the surface area of a soccer pitch on agricultural land becomes sand. At this pace, we only have 40 to 50 years left of agricultural soil, then there will be a global food crisis. To mitigate this issue, Sadhguru launched the Save Soil movement on March 21st, 2022. And I do challenges to support this movement and raise people's awareness about this topic. I do some running. I did the 1 hour running as a challenge. I decided to run in most cities of Morocco, but till now I just run in 6 cities. And right now I am working on a new challenge called the 6 a.m. Save Soil Challenge, which consists of running for 30 minutes every day for 30 days. Today I did the running this morning. I am in the 20th day. So I'm almost there.
Awesome.
And to you, Yashas.
Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
Akka, Natalie Akka.
Namaskaram.
Go ahead, Akka.
Namaskaram, everyone. I'm very moved actually to meet you back again. It's yes, I'm very it's very intense for me to see you back and to see back those memories of when we met in Isha Yoga Center, and with all what happened in in 1 year is yeah, I feel a little bit far away now because I am in France, and seeing you back and what you're doing is amazing. I have to say I'm very honored to be part of this group because you're very young, and at this young age you're taking such
Akka, we want to know your age. We are so
yes, my age is not your age. My age is 51 now. So yes, what happened to me with this bicycle journey was far beyond me. I'm very moved. I'm sorry, but I think at the moment it's I'm just maybe getting the conscious of what happened to me with this bicycle trip, because of course it was not me, and the energy I was able to carry was really far beyond me, and I'm very grateful to have been part of it, but still I'm I don't know, I'm just realizing at the moment how big this thing was in my life. And seeing you doing this again, Yashas, with your journey barefoot is wonderful to see you doing this. I'm very touched seeing you again on the road, because I know what it costs as well. Of course, we feel lots of energy when we are in it, but I know as well how hard this is as well, because yeah, you were talking about wild animals. I met some as well. And when we are in this part, we are not laughing at all, and yeah, we feel just very close to our limits, and very alone actually. And all this all those memories, yes, after passing through all this, yes, we can say okay, we made it, and we can feel grateful. Myself, I did this for one reason, of course. Myself too, I feel a very deep connection with earth and soil, and I could probably experience it on my bicycle through all those 9,000 kilometers. So yes, when I heard about Sadhguru's call for to bring awareness about this issue about the soil dying, yeah, that was something lighting up inside of me, and it was amazing actually.
Akka, did you used to
Everything.
do cycling before? Did you used to do cycling before?
Yes, actually, yes. Since I'm a little girl, I'm quite. I like walking, even barefoot. I love doing this, and walking and running and cycling since I'm a little girl. But never before I did such a big trip. Never. The most I did, it was like maybe 30 kilometers in one day. But I've never experienced this.
So
So.
how did you train for this? How did you train for this? What was there any training, or you just?
No, well, I think all what happened since COVID, and since I met Sadhguru online, and since I did inner engineering 2 years previous my trip, I felt like I was so much connected with something else, really, and everything changed in my life. I left my job while I was working in French Guiana in Amazonia. I left everything, and it was like I was preparing myself, because I bought this bicycle just maybe 8 months before knowing that I was going to do this. So it was like I was hearing something else, it was very deep, very strong, very strange thing what happened. So and then Sadhguru came with this message, and he came in Switzerland and in France. And the first time I met him, I will always remember, because he was in Switzerland and in Paris. And the 2 times I met him, it was just connection. I was like next to him, he was holding my hand already. And it was like I was feeling something, this connection was very strong. And then my decision happened, and it was like everything was just like it should be. It was very weird. So I didn't think a lot. I just did that, and I had no preparation actually. Just 1 month to prepare myself with. I had the bicycle already, but that's it. And yes, I just left. And now that I'm telling you this, I feel that it was like 10 years ago. Sorry. Oh my God. Oh. So, but maybe it's not finished then, because maybe something else will happen.
How much stuff did you carry for the trip, Akka?
While you are cycling, did you face any challenges? As a woman, you are coming alone all the way from France to Coimbatore. Did you face any challenges in the middle? Because you gave the title of our group as a challenges.
Yes, actually, before taking my decision, actually, I was thinking, I was a bit afraid at the beginning, thinking about it. I said, oh, I'm a woman. How can I do this? but then when I took my decision, it was like I was feeling okay. I have to do this, and I was just focusing on what I had to do. So then it's I didn't really face actually it was quite going quite well, because I met people, really nice people. Usually, all around my trip, I met some good people. And the challenges I met was with my body, actually, because um, the mountains, was very hard. That was so hard because it was heavy, very heavy. And so sometimes I was actually I was crying sometimes because I said my body won't make it. And then I stop, and then I see a tree, and just I go to the tree and I just hug the tree, or I take off my shoes and I walk, and suddenly everything is going. I take the energy, and then I'm back and I can do it. And I was like, oh my God, was how can it possible? Because it's not just you don't need food, you just need this energy, and it's coming to you, and you feel so grateful. So that was the main challenges that I faced. That was the difficulties of the mountains and the heat as well, and things like this. And of course, trying to find somewhere to sleep also, and facing my fears, sometimes being alone with my tent, in some white things, and I didn't know, and I couldn't sleep.
And I would like to add that there were many times the mountains. There was this time there were some areas which were dangerous to us and stuff. But you know the one thing which kept us going was this grace which we felt. I'm not sure about how others saw it, but what I felt was there was something grace. There was this night, we were driving and it was suddenly dark, and suddenly some people used to come and help out of nowhere. And this many incidents like this happened. Natalia Akka and Yashas would tell more about it, but I'm sure that there must be some incidents with you too, Akka, like this, where you felt like there was this grace which kept us going.
Yes, there were many, many times, and you call it grace, but I mean, for me, it's something I think I learned from India, because it's just 2 years ago that I started this journey of spirituality. So for me, all these words I couldn't. I mean, I don't know. I didn't have those words with me, but when you tell them, then I of course I feel connected with this, because it's not possible that you find what you need on this kind of journey. And so many times I had some issue to find uh, maybe a place to sleep, or I need some help for whatever reason, because I need some help. I need some drink, and suddenly I find the right people on my way. And of course, this so many times I felt so yes, grateful. And of course we can call it grace now. I can rely to this word and what it really means. Yes.
And Akka, you were alone, in throughout the journey, but India was something, totally different to, comparing to Europe. And it was your first time. So did you feel any difference, or you felt unsafe? Or, when people see, you cycling, you are like, celebrity to them. They want to click pictures, lot of pictures. So it must be, challenging, especially you are cycling and with the pictures and all. How did you see that?
Sometimes it was a little bit too much, because actually I had to do so many things as well, on social media, and so many people I was talking to. So, and all the people, yes, sometimes it was a bit wow. But India was actually, as I used to live in French Guiana in Amazonia, I had this experience of communities who are very like friendly, and I had already this experience of and the people who are lively, and so this I was not disturbed. But India, of course, was very, very different. And first, what I learned so much about from India, and I'm still learning actually, because it was very confusing how people were not only friendly but devoted. I mean, oh my gosh, when I think about it, it was so wow. Amazing, because sometimes people I remember it was Christmas and I was getting out Kolhapur. I met the most wonderful friends over there, and then it was the day of Christmas, and suddenly I came to one place. It was a village, and suddenly I see all these people with turban on their heads, and I said, "What is going on?" And that was for me actually. And suddenly they stopped me and they put me some things on my head, and I was so confused. I didn't know what to say, and actually I couldn't understand what they were doing. I was so confused. And then they brought me on a statue and they took some pictures and they gave me some jaggery. That was first time I couldn't understand what it was, and if I could eat it, I didn't know. I was very, very confused, and they were coming with me also with the bicycles. They were coming with me. So yes, at many times I got confused and maybe didn't know what to do actually, because it was so, I mean, in France I would never have met this kind of people welcome nowhere. Actually, I've never experienced this nowhere.
Especially one thing you mentioned, that the people are devoted, you know to when they see you like this, you're cycling, they're very devoted to help you in whichever the way they can, even like a villager who's not doing well for himself, but you know he'll sacrifice his own food, to get you the best facilities, best place to sleep throughout. It's not, it's at the places, I couldn't understand Malayalam very well. Of course, you get a little bit with the expression and all, you understand a little bit Malayalam, but I couldn't understand, and neither they could understand English or Hindi, or of course nowhere they'll understand my local language, Rajasthani. But they were just, with the sign languages, they showed so much love, and I was, all flattered, like this much. I was in tears most of the time when I was served food, I was offered stay, at in Karnataka, everywhere. This was everywhere from here to Kashmir. I haven't traveled to any other country, but I'm not sure if it's the same. But I can say, from Kerala to from Tamil Nadu to Kashmir, everywhere it was the same thing. That they are devoted towards you. They are not like, okay, it's happening. Not, don't let them pass without clicking 10 pictures with him and asking the same thing, where you started, why you are doing it, and why you are doing it, first of all. Yeah, so that was that. But they are all totally devoted to help you in whichever way. It's overwhelming at times, but I understood. There was this guy, I met. I was like frustrated with this heat and all, just for a second. And there was this guy in Maharashtra which was following me with his scooty, and he was like, "Save soil." Oh, okay, so he said Sadhguru, and say, "Stop, stop." I stopped, and he was, in tears, like tears, and he wanted to touch the feet. He was like around 50, and I was like, "What's happening?" I'm no one. Just, oh, I just hugged him, and we both were in tears, and he had some experience which I didn't understand, but then I understood it's for Sadhguru. He's so emotional. He saw something, and that's why he's emotional. But then I understood this, that I mean nothing. If I chose this way, then I mean nothing. You know, I'm just doing what's necessary, and I can't, get irritated or frustrated or anything. I'm not, like, it's not on me. I'm doing something, and I should feel lucky that I'm the chosen one to do, to contribute. So I saw it that way, and then all the frustration and all, it sort of went away with that incident. But yeah, like, I can't imagine, from France, changing those many terrains and coming to Coimbatore. That must be, like, I hats off to you, Akka. Like, whatever you done. I know it's very hard to express in words, but watching that, it's like, you know tears coming out, throughout
Yeah.
the challenges we saw you in.
Yes, and as Yashas was saying, there is a kind of magic to it as well, and it's grace, of course, and it's magic. And I remember, as you're doing for the cover recording, but I remember the day I passed through this bridge, which was the bridge above Covery, the river, and I saw the river. I mean, and I was wondering, and I don't know. I stopped and I saw I don't know how to say the thing.
The nameplate of the
Yes,
Kaveri, where
yes.
it said Kaveri.
And I was in my head. I was, oh my God. I was so shocked, because I didn't expect. And I passed through this bridge, and I remember I crossed the city, and suddenly
Yes,
I stopped at a tree. I don't know
yes,
why I stopped there. I don't know. I just stopped
yes,
there. And suddenly I wait here because I'm hot. I speak to some guys here and I'm just speaking to them, and I stop. And suddenly I see one guy from nowhere coming with a motorbike, something, a scooter, and he's looking at me and he said, oh, you're Natalie. And I was like, what is going on? I don't know and then he said to me, I know you. I said, oh, I said, because on Instagram, on my story, when I saw the river, I took a picture and I put it on my story. And this guy saw my story and he was looking all around the city to see where I am. And he asked everybody on the road, and he asked everyone, and yes, we see a white woman. She's coming here. And then he found me. And you know what? This man was actually someone, a volunteer from calling for river, ready for river, uh, who went with Sadhguru on his journey with his motorbike. And he said to me, I want to, we'll find somewhere for you to sleep, and then we'll bring you to this place of, this temple, which is Sadhguru went there because the three rivers, the three legs of the rivers are here on this temple. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the name of this temple, but it was a sacred temple where Sadhguru went, and he brought me there, and it was just amazing. So things like this, you just I don't know, you don't understand them. But I was, yes, very, very moved by all this. It was amazing.
we get it, Akash. We totally get it. All the things which happen, which are not the part of plans, and which makes, you inspired that you're on the right path. Just keep going, because in the middle of the journey, especially for me, it was, because it was before Sadhguru had started. So there was I was lacking inspiration in the middle, that is it am I doing something, or is it worth it, or is somebody getting inspired, is somebody in getting what I'm doing? So it was like that. But things like this happen, you are saying, anyway it's worth it, anyway it's worth it. For my experience, it's worth it. I was like, when I started, I was like, even five of these children get inspired, then it's more than enough for me. This trip will be worth it. But watching Sahil, watching Anadi, and more and more people doing this, and it's like, yeah, you are on the right path now. So that
Yes.
was that. And we can
Uh,
go on with the stories. Like, it won't end, because it's like, Natalia Kite was for months, for Yashas it's been 7 for Yatra. But back to, I would like to go back to Yashas, sending out his message on this Padyatra, and specifically when it's going to end, and what he's about to do uh, with this campaign.
okay,
So
Anna.
back to
Thank
you,
you
Yash.
asking this question, Anna. I want to, know people about this one. Actually, Kaveri calling is a global movement. Actually, it's not just for the Kaveri basin peoples. It's for everybody. Everybody has to, raise their voice for this Kaveri calling movement. Um, Actually, this is the first movement. Save soil is, it's kind of a topsoil. This is the, it's kind of a basement for all the movements which Sadhguru is doing, all the economic, whatever the uh, this Save Soil or any movements he is doing. The Kaveri calling is the main thing. As Sadhguru also said, it's his dream to make 242 crore trees planted in the Kaveri basin. So please contribute to this movement, and this is very important. If the river, if we rejuvenate one river, inspired by that, other the whoever um, watch this, the growth of this, they will also adopt this one. The main thing of this Kaveri calling movement is to cultivate the uh, tree based agriculture. It's not a agroforestry, as Sadhguru said. It's a tree based agriculture where farmers can grow the trees and they can be able to cut the trees, and they will gain the, it's if we just do the plantation, or if we just do the forest, we cannot survive, right? Because the population is so much. We cannot make a forest. So the ideal way is to do is agroforestry or tree based agriculture. By this, the farmer also get benefited, and also the environment also get benefited. It's an ecological and economical kind of thing. So that's why I am requesting everybody to contribute to this movement. I will share the link afterwards. Please contribute to this. And I think if we continue further, the Vaishya Khanna will go to sleep. So Vaishya Khanna, we just want to know your story as well. Because you are so inclusive. You are just listening to all of us with so much patience. We just want to know what you are doing from past 2 years. We just want to know, and how was your Isha journey started? We are all already listened in your YouTube, but once again, we want to know from your
It's it's
side.
it's 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 very beautiful that you guys are all here. I just want to add one thing that you guys are doing such beautiful journeys. It's a very hard thing to cycle, to walk. This is a thing I can't imagine myself doing. One trek up Velangiri doing barefoot, I was done for. So doing a Padayatra so long, I don't know how you are doing it. And Natalia cycling all the way, and Ritikana starting it, and Captain Soilana, doing the daily challenges. These are all great things. I just want to tell all of you guys, even after the journeys, you guys need to be more active on social media. I know you guys are very active during the trip, but after the trip, we need the Safe Soil Warriors to be still active with their other things and other stuff you're doing, so that because let's be honest, when Sadhguru does a journey, everyone's on. But the moment he stops something, he has a lot of things to do. It's not that he's stopping or something. I noticed, there's a big dip in our Safe Soil post. Even let's check his Twitter feed. We are like millions of volunteers online, but still the amount of retweets he's getting is just hardly 1,000. So, and people need other inspirational people. And you guys are someone who has taken up so much things. So when you guys show up daily or on a weekly basis on your platforms, I think it will hugely inspire people to take the small steps, because then I'll be like, they have done so much, let me at least retweet. So that is the only thing that I wish to tell you guys, that as much as you're doing the challenges, it's a huge support. At the same time, I hope you guys take up a little bit more of content creation, whether it's showing up on Instagram lives, whether it's posting some content, so that we can keep the movement going on, because we need people like you to do it much more.
Definitely, Anna. But we also want to know your story. Also.
my story. My story is just I initially, when I went to the ashram, I thought some light will come from Dhyanlinga and all my issues will get sorted. That's how I went to the ashram, to be very honest. But when I sat in Dhyanlinga, nothing happened. I was very heartbroken. But at the I still remember I was in the crux of the ashram, but no one told me there's a program known as inner engineering and it will definitely help me. So when I attended the inner engineering also, I had no such expectations. And when I look at the program, it was just, we're just doing some Upa Yoga, we're just Sadhgurus doing some videos, right? But my experience was so profound, my life was transformed in those 7 days. So for me, from that day, it's been always somehow a spark, has been blowing. And it's not a big fire; it's a very smooth fire. The fire doesn't go. It's I. If you notice me, I'm not like very intense or like that, but it's a very still fire. And I'm glad it's like that, because it's always there. And I think that is one of the reasons I'm being very consistent, because that experience is so deep within me. Whatever Sadhguru takes up, whether it's Safe Soil, whether it's Rally for Rivers, I try to do the small things. Whenever Sadhguru says, retweet about soil, I make sure I retweet. I've still been doing it for I think, past 1 year now. I'm constantly been doing, like, it's a part of my sadhana, actually. Yes, Anna.
So Vesu Anna is more consistent than anyone when it comes to retweet and posting on social media. So that
Very
was
true,
a
Anna.
good reminder. That was a good reminder that we all should be regularly posting on social media for the
Because at the
safe
end
soil.
of the day, it's very important. I think why I like to address is this. We think we need that one video to go viral. We need 1 million views of safe. So no, but we do not need that. We are huge in numbers, actually. What Sadhguru has created us is that even if each of us are not big influencers, together we can actually create a big change than Mr. Beast or all of those people combined. Because each one of us has a certain thing going on. We have Sadhguru when he's alive. We just need to retweet a little bit. We don't need to be big influencers or anyone, but if we just hold on to our thing, it is a huge amount of people that we can reach individually, is what I personally feel.
So it's a part of the preparatory asanas,
Yes,
a part of
yes,
the sadhana that you first,
yes,
before doing the invocations, you do
yes,
the retweet,
yes,
you
retweet.
post a thing about safe soil, and then you can
Yes,
start your sadhana.
yes, that's how I
That's
do it,
true.
because after some time we get lost in other reels and all, right. So before that,
Yes,
I make sure I
yeah,
post safe soil. Yeah,
yeah. That's why before sadhana, not after
yeah,
that,
yes,
because that
yes.
will be endless scrolling.
Yes,
That's
yes.
true. And the
Before ending, I want to talk, just hear about Natalia Ka when Sadhguru lifted us. I want to hear. Were
that's
you expecting that?
You want to hear what? I didn't.
When Sadhguru lifted you, was it planned? Did you get like, Namaskaram, Natalia Ka? Sadhguru will be lifting you.
No,
Please be prepared for that. Please make sure.
no,
Did you get
nothing was
orientation?
planned. Actually, nothing was planned, and I didn't really plan. I didn't plan to go on stage. And the first time I went on stage actually was in Chikabalapur in the next to Bangalore. I was there for the consecration, and it was just the hazard that I was passing through this this moment, and I didn't expect to go on stage. It's the people who brought me. They ask, and things just went this way, and then for my Shivatri, it was not planned. Nothing was planned. Actually, I don't know. Just things went like this because actually, I think I have a quality of being very focused when I'm doing one thing, and the other thing is the default that I have, that I can't do something else. I mean, when I'm focused, I'm doing what I have to do, but I don't, So the only thing is, when I was in the ashram, probably I didn't. I was still thinking about safe soil and what I had to do. I was feeling that I had to do something else. Even in France, when I came back, I did another trip from Paris to south of France. So I couldn't be like as I would have wanted to be in the ashram, you know, with yoga and things. I don't think I was, you know, but that's how I am. And then, yeah, so I didn't expect anything. Actually, I didn't expect to meet Sadhguru. Everybody was talking to me. I was going to meet him, and I don't know. It was weird because in myself I said, why would he want to meet me? You know, because how who I am, you know, and I wouldn't dare actually ask something. I don't know. That's how I felt, and everything happened like this. So for me, it was just like I don't know. It was just I can't. I have no word. It just happened, and
I I have a thing to add. Just before, when Sadhguru lifted, it was at 2 a.m. Before that, from like 10 p.m., she was having fever. She was
yes,
not feeling well, and we were doing, and she was looking very off. Sadhguru lifted her, and suddenly after that we were dancing whole night.
yes,
All of us, it was like a thing come to us, and she was dancing, non-stop after that, and it
yes.
was just amazing.
It was amazing, and actually, I have to say that my energy. I mean, whew, was everything what happened to me. Even I had a very big accident actually when I was in French Guiana with my bicycle. I could have died really. I came very close to that, and or I could have get paralyzed. I am still doing reeducation for this. I'm very lucky. I mean, to be there. But still, what happened to me, and now I feel everything happening is very intense for me. It's like something changing, even in myself, in my body. So yeah, everything's happening for a reason, whatever reason, and it's part of the journey. Um, and that's how it is for me. I mean, I can't say something else because probably for someone like you said you're still with what happening inside of you. Me, I'm not that. It's just like very intense, everything. So I have, but it's okay. Everybody is different with this, and that's how it is. Yeah.
Awesome.
So,
So,
yeah. Uh,
so any final words before we leave?
Yes, and before leaving, I want to ask few things to the publics who are watching. I just want to, ask few things. I'm in a Bangalore right now, and I'm doing the Kaveri Calling Padayatra. If anybody is in the Bangalore, if you want to do any kind of help, like if you know any celebrities or anybody, you can please contact me. I will share the, my phone number and my email address in the chat box. Please contact me and share their contacts. If possible, we all can go together and approach them. Especially, this is an election time in Karnataka. 26th is the election. So it is important that politicians are taking this call, which was given by Sadhguru. It is their responsibility. So if you know any celebrities or politicians, please let me know so that I can go and approach them. Not only in Bangalore, even wherever in India, if you know anybody, please let me know so that I can go and approach them for my fundraising campaign. Thank you. Namaskaram.
And also, we all will try to stay constant, like Captain Soy, who's been constant, and Vesvanna, as a part of our sadhana, will post daily.
And today is the Ritikana's birthday. As a part of his birthday, we can all, if possible, we can all contribute trees to my link, donation link.
Yes,
Yeah,
where
to your
is your
link.
link?
Yeah.
Put it in the comment or let me post it in the comment. You said you would give it.
Yes, sir. Can I post it later? Actually, I can't able to do it.
Okay, it's very bad, Anna.
Okay.
But Anna, Yashas, when are you planning to arrive in Coimbatore?
Actually, it's not a Coimbatore, it's a Pompo or something. It's a
Oh.
where place Kaveri is going to reach the sea. Actually, I didn't made a final day because I need to reach out to the peoples as well. So the final day, it's I will be finishing within 100 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Okay, Anna. Namaskaram.
Okay. Namaskaram.
Namaskaram.
Namaskaram. Thank you to you, all of you. Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you,
much
Anna.
for your
All
time.
the love to
Thank
Morocco.
you.
Hope
Thanks.
you bring the wave in
Goodbye.
safe soil in Morocco.
Have
Okay.
a speed recovery, Natalia Akka.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for everyone. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you
Goodbye.
to you.
Good
Bye.
night.
Namaskaram.
Namaste.
Bye, namaskaram.
Okay, everyone, that was it. You guys can watch it. It'll be saved in my YouTube. So if you guys want to, please donate a soil. Today is Hritikana's birthday, so please donate a tree for his birthday. I have to donate 2 trees for Sakshi, which I still haven't for her birthday. Now let's see some questions. What is the first step to start taking small steps towards safe soil? So safe soil is a movement. This is not about suddenly starting a garden at your home or doing flowers. Yes, definitely, if you want, you can do that. But safe soil is a movement to bring policy changes, and policy changes will happen only when people in power get to know that the public needs this. Because whenever politicians give out thing, it's always short term, and safe soil is a little bit long term plan. Even whether it's Rally for Rivers, whether it's Kaveri calling. So each of us need to be on social media. I think most of us don't understand this, but individually we have the power to voice our concerns through social media. So if you tweet about safe soil, that is, if you use the hashtag safe soil, this is what I understand about Twitter. Most of our politicians and everyone are there on Twitter. So, and there are some trending topics. So if we post constantly about safe soil, whether it's on Twitter, mainly Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever it is, when each of us create individual contents, then it will reach the people in power, and they will understand the people need this. And when they ask for their votes or whenever they come, they will make safe soil a part of their campaign. And we as a people, this is what we can do. At the same time, Sadhguru and Isha are doing a big huge, how influential Sadhguru is. He's meeting politicians, he's meeting celebrities, and it's just not meeting. Most of the people are really touched by what he's doing, and they want to be a part of his movement, and they really understand what he's doing. So all we need to do is tweet about safe soil and talk about soil, and rest Sadhguru is doing. We just need to support him in what he's doing. So whether our safe soil warriors, all of them are doing this huge work, so that it's a huge support in what Sadhguru is doing. When individual human beings and when they take up this stuff, it's very huge. People get touched by genuine people. Most of us think it's only celebrities who can start big campaigns. No, each of us individually, like Natalia Ka, Ritikana, and Yashasana, showing each one of us are actually individually capable of doing such things. And it's not necessary that you need to do a Padayatra or you need to cycle the entire thing. Yes, if it is up to you, it will definitely add. But you can also add a huge contribution by supporting the safe soil warriors, or tweeting about soil. And yeah, that is how you can support the movement. Any recommendations for inner engineering only? There's no do's and don'ts, but I would suggest between the sessions not to leave a very huge gap. It will be better to leave small gaps and complete it one day at a time. Good night, Vaibhav. Sorry we couldn't answer the question. We'll if I get them in the next live, I'll definitely check with them. Good night. Namaskaram everyone on Instagram. Patil Rahul, Satish Anna, Mehul Anna, Nikhil Ranna, Ankit, Shetty, Sai Kiran. Namaskaram everyone. Namaskaram. Hope you guys are well. Namaskaram. Good night everyone. Good night. Take care.